Welcome to the Fermented Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Anna, and on this channel, I'm sharing our journey of learning how to turn our home into a homestead. Today is the long-awaited, most amazing thing ever. It's our seed haul. We might have gone a little bit overboard. I'll fess up now, but I don't regret it one little bit. We did not buy like an incredible number of any one item. We really diversified everything that we got, and that was kind of the point behind what we did. We are definitely reading the times, and there's a lot of crazy stuff happening right now, and we want to be able to plant and grow whatever that we need to plant and grow. I don't even know if we're gonna actually be gardening this year. We don't know what's gonna be happening. Our house is currently up for sale, and we are planning quite a big move, and we really just don't know what the future is gonna bring for us, but we wanna make sure that whatever that future is, we are prepared for it. And none of the seeds that we bought are going to expire this year if we do not end up using them. We tend to be prepared people. We think with prepared minds, and there's a lot of crazy stuff happening in this world, and we want to make sure that we are prepared. But I want to make sure that I'm emphasizing, I did not buy out any product whatsoever. I did not clear any shelves. We went on and we ordered one of the things that we wanted. There's a couple things in here that I think we ordered two of. I wanted to share this with you guys and just kind of share my excitement with you guys and share some new varieties that maybe you haven't seen before. We ordered from Haas Tools. This is my first time actually ordering from Haas Tools, but I have heard a lot about them over the last couple of years. And after perusing their website, I decided I ordered from Haas first. The second place that I ordered from was MI Gardener because they have $2 seed packs. I used Tangi's discount code over at Freedom Homestead to get another 10% off of that. And then I also ordered from rareseeds.com, which is Baker Creek Seeds, and So True Seeds, which I also have a discount because I am a part of Abundance Plus, and they give me a 10% discount off of So True Seeds. There's also Johnny Seeds, which we ran out. I had to stop at that. But Johnny Seeds is a great place to buy seeds as well, and you also get a discount if you're part of Abundance Plus. So just throwing that out there. So we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna go through all of these, and I'm gonna show you all the things that we got. Hopefully with enough of these guys, we'll have some pictures so we can see all the prettiness of it, and the beauty of all of these seeds, or all of these plants that these seeds will grow into. I'm definitely fumbling over my words. So let's go ahead and bust into these seeds and I'll show you what we got. First up on the list is going to be our So True seed order. I really like this company. I think they're out of Asheville, Carolina, somewhere in the Carolinas. I'm not sure exactly where, but they have great seeds, and they have really cute packaging, and they're very much about, from what I can tell, like heirloom seeds type of things. To get these guys open. That I have ordered from these guys in the past, and I think their seeds are fantastic. There we go. So at So True Seeds, we spent a total of $70.61 because I did, like I said, I got the Rhodes discount, which I'm not going to share with you because you don't get to use it unless you're a part of it. So I did buy, I think it might have been intentional, but I bought 2 of the packs of Black Eyed. At So True Seeds, we bought a total of 25 packs of seeds for a grand total of $70.61. So I got these sorted. Okay, so the first thing we have is I have 2 packs of it's a Southern Pea California Black Eye. My husband really wanted to have some Black Eye peas, so we got those, and we got 2 packs of those just to make sure we had enough. And then we got some Whipple drying beans. I have these, and I did grow them this year, but I did not. The end of my season was a little bit wonky, and so a lot of the things that I normally would have pulled in and dried, I didn't end up doing it because of HOA and just everything that ended up happening after that. Okay, so then we got a turtle bean. It's a black bean, a rattlesnake pole bean, a pinto drying bean. We really like to have pinto beans. We got shanty boat butter beans. It's a lima bean. Is there a difference between a butter bean and a lima bean? I don't know. But I have never even tried them. My sister just keeps telling me that I need to try them. And I tried them last year, but like I said, at the end of the year, I didn't end up actually consuming them. Okay, so the squashes, we got Tromboncino squash, And these are the ones that are supposed to grow like up. They vine and they grow these really long tubes with like these bulbs on the bottom. They're really neat looking. I have I have a spaghetti squash, crookneck squash, a golden zucchini, black beauty. A lot of these I ran out of, so I'm just replacing my stash. But I did not, when I ordered these, I did not go through my seed stash because I've already packed it. So I kind of went on memory. So some of these things I think I might have some of, but like I said, these last for years. So it won't really matter if these have to stay in the pantry for a little while. And speaking of pantry, one thing that I really enjoyed, one of her friends out there, she had told me, and I thought it was really something that I want to kind of take and run with, but she called it a seed pantry. It's not a seed stash, it's not a seed collection, it's more of a seed pantry. And that's kind of how I look at it. Like, I like to have a lot of variety and I like to have a good quantity of them so that I can grow the things that I want to grow. I just think having a good, full variety seed pantry is fantastic. Okay, so I got a early prolific straight neck summer squash, Cushaw green striped. I'm really excited about this one. It's supposed to be a big winter squash. And then a black sweet potato winter squash. This one was described as being very sweet, and that is something that my husband really enjoys. And then we got a few different types of grains. We got black amber cane sorghum, a sugar drip sorghum. We got Love Lily's bleeding amaranth, a red garnet amaranth. And then I got a Charleston Wakefield cabbage. I thought that was really cool. I've never seen that variety before, and I am all about cabbages. I love cabbages. They're so good. You can do so many different things with them. You can stir fry them, you can dehydrate them, you can ferment them. You can't really can them, but I love having them, and they hold very well for a very long time without any form of preservation. Okay, and we got, I didn't know what kind of seeds what kind of onion seeds to grow, so we only got like 2 of them, because if we don't end up having a garden, these ones aren't really good the next year as much. These have the shortest shelf life of any kind of seed to my knowledge. So we don't know if we're gonna need like a long day or an intermediate day. We don't know what we're gonna need. So I kind of got a variety. We'll see how it goes. And then we got tomato, we got mortgage lifter, Cherokee purple. We got a green tomatillo. If y'all don't grow tomatillos, you need to start. These things are bee factories. Magnets, probably more of a magnet. They don't actually produce the bees, but they attract them big time. Then we got a long red thin cayenne pepper. That's it for So True Seed. This is the first one that I ordered. This is the one that I started with because they have a much higher quantity of seeds in their packs than any of the other places that I've noticed or that I've seen. And they just have really good deals. So I don't think any of these are organic, and I'm not gonna stress it. The way I figure it is organic is more how you grow it than what kind of seed you start with. So these are gonna be some great seeds. I got a great deal on them, and I'm super happy to give these a try. I have seen pretty much the majority of homesteading YouTubers that I follow on the YouTubes have been really increasingly going towards Haas tools. And so I figured I would give them a try, and we will see how they go. So we got a total of 29 packs of seeds and spent $198.52. So, and the reason for that ratio is because we got some really big bulk items. We got like big packs of seeds. So we're gonna go through the bigger ones first, and then we'll go through the smaller packs that have pictures on them. So we got this Landreth stringless bean. It's 1 pound. It says it's untreated and it has a 97% germination rate, which is pretty darn good in my book. Okay, radishes. I love white icicle radishes. I think these are fantastic, and I'm so excited. That's why I got the big pack of these. I love just going around the garden, plucking them, dusting them off, and eating a nice icicle radish. They're kind of, they have some heat to it, but it's not super heat. It's not gonna give you a funky breath, but it's a nice little treat to walk around the garden. Okay, so we got some Bronco beans. We got 1 pound of these, I think. Yeah, 1 pound. It says 84% germination rate, a little bit less, and it's not treated. Then we got Indian flour corn. We really wanted to be able to make cornmeal and things like that. So I'm pretty excited to try this one out. This one I think is a very colorful one. if I'm not mistaken. And then we got peaches and cream sweet corn, of course, because where we're likely going to end up, this is something that is well known for performing well. And this is hybrid. I think most of the seeds that I got were hybrids from Haas Tools. And that was another thing that in the past I've always shied away from because it's not regenerative. Like it's not sustainable. You can't save the seeds from it. Well, you can save the seeds from hybrid seeds, but they're not going to be true to type, which means if you take this mom and this dad and you make this little baby, if you try and make a baby with that next one, it's going to be a much different result. It's not going to be another baby. Like it's going to be inbred. It's going to be an inbred seed. Okay. So we got, what is this? Topazio Garden Bean. This one just seemed really interesting. I don't grow a lot of beans. I'm pretty new to gardening, so I don't have necessarily like a specific, like this is the one that I grow all the time. And especially because we're going to be relocating to a place that has a completely different climate, completely different everything. So we're kind of starting from scratch when we get where we're going. The little bit that I have learned while I'm here, not a whole lot of it's probably going to apply. So we'll see how that goes. And it says fall harvest last week of July. When to plant. For fall harvest, you plant the last week of July. Okay, so anyways, it is 95% germination rate and it is treated with Thyrum. I don't know what that is, but hopefully it's not too bad. But like I said, I'm just experimenting with hybrids and I'm experimenting with non-organic seeds. This is a first for me. I've never tried this, so I figured I would branch out and just try something a little bit different in the hopes of getting some less frustrating results. Because sometimes in my garden, 2 years ago, it was a terrible, awful, horrible, made me want to cry disaster. Last year was much better, but I could definitely do much better than I did last year. So that's why I'm trying to, I'm still organic gardening. I'm still very little spray. I'm not going to be treating anything, but if I can start with seeds that are hybridized so that they tend to be a little bit more disease resistant and things like that, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try. I'm going to see if it works. I know I can't save a lot of these seeds, but that's fine. And it's not all of them. Like this one, the French breakfast radish, these ones, I can save these seeds. These are not hybridized. And then we got some Ohio blue corn. Again, this is for making blue cornmeal. So it should make some pretty interesting and beautiful cornbread. We'll see how that goes. Another thing that I thought was pretty cool, I looked up online and they had a code where you could get a free garden planner. So I did. I'm really excited. I've never used anything like this, but I think this is going to be a huge help and a big frustration saver when I'm starting my seeds, whether it be this year or next year, because this has been something that has been a huge frustration and a time sucker for me, trying to figure out when I can plant everything. So it's really cool. It has this little sliding card in here, and you can, basically this line is, you're gonna move it to whatever your last frost date is on the top here, and then that's gonna adjust accordingly when you can start these. And also, same thing with the last frost, or with the first frost date in the fall. You can do the same thing to figure out when you should plant your seeds. Okay, so I'm gonna get all these big packs out of the way. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna unpack these smaller packs of seeds. And with some of these, we are kind of stretching out. I wanted to grow things that a few things that we don't normally grow. I don't wanna grow a lot of things we don't grow. But I wanted to try some things that might bring a little bit more variety to our pantry, a little bit more creativity to our culinary experiences, and a little bit more beauty to the garden. And that is not what I'm talking about with this next seed, but just in general, I saw a couple seeds that reminded me of, oh yeah, we're trying those. Okay, so we got romaine lettuce. My husband really liked oak leaf lettuce, but then last year he kind of switched over to wanting romaine. So we do have a good amount of the oak leaf lettuce, so I got some romaine. And this is Paris Island romaine lettuce. And I don't know how to tell, I don't think they put on the package whether it's a hybrid or not, but they do put some other information on here, like when to plant, the depth, the spacing, days to maturity. But it doesn't even say when to plant. It just says late summer to early fall. Yeah. So I think that definitely their seed packets could be a little bit more informative. Like the best seed packet I've seen is the MI Gardener. He puts a lot of information on the seed packs and I love it. So this one is probably the least informative, but it kind of makes sense because they do target more towards agricultural growth farmers, I guess, and like not so much new gardeners. So it makes sense that they didn't include quite as much information, but this one, I'm really excited to find this one. It was a Catskill Brussels sprouts. I've never seen this variety before. Then we also got Braveheart romaine lettuce and crisp spring Chinese cabbage. I'm really excited for this because I want to make kimchi big time. I've made it once and it was so delicious, but I've just never made it a second time. Let me see. And then we have some bobcat cabbage, cheers cabbage. Cheers cabbage. That was, oh yeah, that's the one that I accidentally ordered 2 of. Or maybe it was intentional. Those look like some beautiful cabbages. That might have been intentional. I think with Haas, I did order a couple of doubles because I know that I can't save the seeds for most of these. So I think that's what I ended up doing. Anyways, Cylindra beet. I really like these ones. They had a much higher number of seeds in the pack. This is 350 seeds, whereas most other ones were like 100 to 150. And that was the case with most of these packs. They have a much higher number of seeds in each pack, and it's roughly the same price, if not maybe slightly more, but not really. Okay, so then we got some Detroit dark red beets. Scarlet Nantes? Scarlet Nantes? I don't know. Carrot. Hercules carrot. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this around and read the back. Kuroda carrot, Kentucky Wonder pole bean. I really like these. These are my favorite pole bean. Landreth stringless bush beans. I'm excited to try this one. I don't think I grew this one in much quantity last year, but I like the idea of having a stringless one to can. And then, so I got this one also because I think they might not have. That was a mistake. I ordered 2 of these and then I found the bigger bulk one. I think I forgot to cancel those. So we have a lot of Landreth beans. Hopefully they're good. Mr. Big Pea, Oregon Sugar Pod Pea. I do have a good amount of peas in a bulker package that I got, I think it was from Seed Savers Exchange last year, but I have a lot of them, so I wasn't super worried about peas. But Oregon Sugar Pod Pea, watermelon radish, I love these things. Again, this one had I don't know if this one had a higher quantity, but I got them. Chocolate cherry sunflower, I'm so excited for this one. And a mammoth sunflower, I'm very excited to grow sunflowers this year. So, all right, we are gonna move on to another order. One thing that I forgot to mention earlier with the size of my seed haul, the size of my seed orders that I have placed, it's the supply chain and an uncertain future as far as availability of seeds is not the only reason that we decided to go big or go home on this order. We decided to do it also because we've had a lot of changes in our personal life. We live in Washington. My husband worked for the state, so he was let go in like November, I think it was, October, November, I can't remember exactly when it was, but it was whenever they instituted the mandate. We are not believers in the mandate, so he was let go of his job based on principle. My husband and I have also decided to make some changes in my own personal line of work, and so I have taken a step back in my position at work, and so that also will come with a hit to our income. So we wanted to make sure that while we still have the income, while we still have the money, we're just gonna order a nice big order of seeds so that we can hopefully throughout the next years, we can continue to save these seeds and continue to use them. So we're basically just making use of the resources that we have while we still have them. And with an uncertain future, we want to make sure that we at least have food sustainability. And then also with our upcoming pending move, like I said, in a lot of different aspects, we just don't know what life is going to bring, whether it's this year, next year, or years to follow. So we just want to make sure that we're as prepared as humanly possible without going completely crazy. Because like I've shown you so far, the seeds that we have ordered, we're not going crazy with them. We just have a big variety, and that's what we like. It just seems like a lot because it is, but it's not like clearing the shelves, you know what I'm saying? So I think that we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go with the Baker Creek order first. So we ordered 49 items from Baker Creek Seeds for a total of $180.67. I don't know how many of these are organic. I don't know if they're exclusively organic or if, I just don't know. But I do know that they're not hybridized and I'm pretty excited about these. So I'm gonna sort through these really, really quick. All right, so I got these things organized. So we have Juana's orange amaranth. Is this amaranth? Yeah, amaranth. Okay, and then we have some common chives, Australian brown onion. I don't know if this is a long day or a short day. I didn't see anywhere on there, so it just looked like a good one. I figured I'd order, and we'll see if it grows. And then we have loofah gourds. I really want to grow these. I've tried growing them twice, and I got some fruit on it, but it didn't actually turn out because the season just wasn't long enough with enough light where I'm at. So hopefully we'll have better luck next year. And we have long white of Palermo squash. I was really excited about this one. It looks really delicious. It's a summer squash. And then we have Mexican sour gherkins. I want to try those ones. I still haven't had much luck growing them. Marketmore cucumber, because it's Marketmore. I had some of these. I've used them for the last many years, and I ran out, so I got more. These ones, Shishomoraba, it's that. I'm not even going to try. Yamato, extra long cucumber, and these ones look really tasty. I'm trying to get a variety of fresh and pickling cucumbers. So, and then we have some Nimba squash zucchini. These ones also looked really good. I tried zucchino rampicante. I can't remember which one I tried, but anyways, it had like a bunch of ribs in it, and I didn't care for that. I couldn't peel it properly. Not that I always want to peel it, but if I want to peel it, I want to peel it. And then Sacerta squash. I don't know. This one, it's kind of almost like a gray squash, but not quite as bulbous at the bottom. And then, gray squash. So you can see kind of the difference between the two. They're similar, but they're different. And then we got some Taiwan yard-long beans. I really like these ones. I'm excited to try these. According to Jess from Roots and Refuge, she said these ones aren't quite like regular beans. Like these ones are more of a stir-fry bean, and they're not so much for preserving. So these are more like fresh eating kind of things. Chinese red noodle long bean. I have grown these ones without any success. I've not had a whole lot of success in my garden, but I'm not going to give up. Like, I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to figure this out. But I think when we get where we're going, I think I'll have a bit more overpacked due to low germination. Oh, I didn't see that one. 67%. That's a bummer. So I'm definitely gonna have to make sure I save these seeds so I don't have to keep buying them. But I'm hoping that when we get where we're going, that I will have much better luck with growing. Hopefully the weather conditions will be a lot better and just have more sun. That's kind of my goal. Whenever we get where we're going, my garden is gonna have full sun, no matter what. There'll be parts that won't be because some things don't want it, but overall, I'm gonna make sure I have full sun. Okay, so we have Thai Soldier long beans. I just really like the idea of long beans. I don't know why. Kiku chrysanthemum melons. I grew these along with these Kajari melons last year. Didn't have any success. The season just wasn't long enough for them, I think. And by the time I actually got the melons in the ground, it was too late. So now I know for next time. Tahitian melon squash. These are a winter squash. Butternut type squash. I'm really excited for those ones. I love butternut squash. So this year I was really pumped because I found several different types of butternut squash. This is a Burpees butternut squash, and then a regular, the typical Waltham butternut squash, and orange butternut squash. So I was pretty excited about that. And we got some kombucha squash. That's one of my husband's favorites. It's really sweet. It grows really well. Honey boat, that is my husband's second favorite. This was his favorite until he discovered the kombucha squash. All right, honey nut squash. This is a butternut type squash as well. Like I said, I found a bunch of them. And then Illinois squash, Takane ruby buckwheat. These things just look so beautiful. And we're trying to have a little bit more sustainability. It'd be great to be able to grow some of our own grains like buckwheat, amaranth, sorghum, things like that, so that we can give them to our animals. And then a red rose sea buckwheat. I'm excited. Hopefully where we end up, we'll have a little field and I can just kind of plant them and let them do its thing. Orchid cream nasturtium. Those look beautiful. This is our free seed pack. It's a poppy. This is dianthus, Sweet William. I one time came across a bush of this, and the smell of it made me fall in love, and I've wanted to grow it ever since, but have not had much luck. Like I said, I'm not the best gardener in the world, but I have faith and hope that I will be someday. Tip Top Alaskan Salmon Nasturtium. I love nasturtiums because they just grow. The only thing I don't like about them is they're aphid tractors. Okay, blue disc African daisy. This just looked beautiful. I couldn't even stand it. And this one, pastel mixed Livingstone daisy. I mean, come on. I love, anybody who loves like daisies and sunflowers as much as I do, those last two are just amazing. And then this one, a strawberry blonde calendula. I really like those ones. I wanted to get a lot of different calendulas. They have a really big selection of really pretty ones, but I had to hold myself back. Flashback mix of calendula. Pink Senorita zinnia. Love zinnias. Ground cherry. This is a new Hanover ground cherry. We got tomatoes. We got Paul Robeson. Thornburns terracotta. I haven't tried this one yet. German pink tomato. Don't have that seed. As well as Anna's Noir. These ones, the inside are just off the chain. I ordered them from a picture that my sister sent me. I was just like, whoa. And then of course, Missouri Pink Love Apple. Hopefully that will grow well in its home state. A Bicnuho, I don't know, pepper. Agi Charpita, I don't know. These are supposed to be just like little gumball size, smaller than gumballs, like the small gumball size. Carolina Reaper, of course. My husband loves growing these. He's got ones in the garage that he's overwintering for like the 3rd year in a row. We got a big harvest this last year on them. Bicuino yellow pepper. I don't know. Most of the peppers I bought were hot. I also got this paprika pepper. I'm hoping to make my own peppers. Craig Grande jalapeno. I'm excited about this one. Living Traditions Homestead. It grows this one a lot, I believe. And then another free pepper because I got such a big order. This is Blazing Hot, blunt little 3.5-inch fruit ripened to brilliant orange yellow, vicious heat, complex fruity flavor. I'm so excited for that one. Ugh. Okay, last order. The last one. M.I. Gardner. Let's see if I can get these out. There's a good amount of them in here. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. So from M.I. Gardner, I ordered 74 seed packs for a total of $132.20. I think as far as ratios, that's a pretty darn good. I think that's the best deal that I got. Because yeah, ended up getting a 10% off discount because I did use Tangie's code, which was TCW10, which I will be more than happy to share with you guys on that particular code because that one is not secret and you should totally order it because she's freaking awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna sort these and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna show you what I got. Okay, so we got a collection here. A collection. We have a pantry. We have a seed pantry officially here. Okay, so we're just gonna go through these as quick as I can. We have a Calypso bush bean, a red noodle pole bean, pinto bean. I thought this one was really cool. It's like a purple pinto bean. One thing that I'd like to do, I order things based on how pretty they are. A lot of the plants, a lot of the seeds and things like that, I grow them based on the picture, and secondary to that is how well it grows, how well it does, things like that. But I just like things that are really pretty. I'm trying to be a little bit more practical with it, but in the end, if it's pretty versus not, I'm gonna order the pretty one. Garbanzo beans, never tried growing that before. This is a contender bush bean. I like contender bush beans. We have some. A top-notch golden wax bush bean. I just wanted to try a yellow bean. I've never tried it before. Mayflower pole bean. I like those. They're pretty. An Armenian yard long. I think I got one from one of the other places, but they look different. The Armenian yard longs look different from different companies. And then we got a Kakuzi squash. I'm really excited about this one. It's supposed to be kind of like a zucchini, but it grows like vines. It's kind of like the Tremboncino. Then we got a Kakuzel zucchini. I think this one is more of a bush variety, summer squash. We got Oregon giant snow pea. We got bloody butcher corn. That's a great name. Red strawberry popcorn. This is supposed to be really small, more for my husband. He really likes that kind of thing. A long grain rice, again, for my husband. He's just like, we can grow rice. We're gonna try it. So we're gonna try it. Red leaf amaranth. Love Lies bleeding amaranth. And then we got some trichotale. It's some kind of a grain. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. And then white chia seed, red garnet amaranth. Okay, and that's it for the grains. And then for the flowers, we got a Velvet Queen sunflower, chocolate cherry sunflower, a violet aster. It looks like my gardener's starting to get a little more artsy-fartsy with their seed packaging, so I think they're cute. As long as they have a picture and I can see kind of what it is, I'm good. Peach Melba nasturtium, and then a copper red sunflower, straw flower, and a silvery rose straw flower. Then we got a Minnesota midget cantaloupe, tiger melon, tigger melon. I got these ones last time. I never actually successfully grew them, but I got these last time at the suggestion of Stiver's Homestead. So hopefully in a better place, I'll be able to grow all of these better. And then I got China rose radish, which I love, hailstone radishes, which I love. And then we got another type of a Napa cabbage, Copenhagen market cabbage. These ones grow really well for me. I like the texture of them. This is my favorite style of cabbage for eating and for fermenting. Okay, and then we got 2 packs of Be It Alpha cucumbers. Again, these are the suggestion of Stiver's Homestead. And I like these because they're like spineless and they grow really well, and I believe they're self-pollinating, so it worked really well. Okay, delicata squash. This is a different variety. There's delicata squash and then there's honeyboat delicata. I don't know, there's just different varieties of the same kind of fruit. Italian striped zucchini. Sweet marjoram. We've never tried growing marjoram, so I figured we'd get those seed packs. That was my husband's idea. I think they're supposed to be kind of like oregano. I'm not sure what the difference is. We got some anise. We got fenugreek. These are really good and popular in Indian cuisine. And then we got dill. It's a ducat dill. Mammoth basil. For anybody who's been following me for a while, you know that I am really desperately trying to like basil, but I can't stand it. So I didn't have a lot of luck with my plants actually growing the basil this year. The slugs were out in force. So I used pretty much all my seeds. So I think I have some left, but I just wanted to make sure that I had some. And my husband really liked this one. It's kind of like a big leaf of lettuce, but it's basil, so you can make like wraps and stuff out of it. But so I'm really trying to like basil. And I did try, I can't remember, I want to say it was cinnamon. I could be wrong, but I tried some of them and I could tolerate them. So we're getting there. But I have successfully overcome a food aversion recently, so, and that one's coming up. All right, mammoth basil, Tulsi basil, cinnamon, and Siam queen. And then things that we've never grown before and are not a part of our usual culinary experience is eggplant. We got a Rosita eggplant and a long purple eggplant. But I don't want to, like I said, I wanted to kind of diversify what we eat and how we eat them. So, all right, next up is peppers. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I can't stand sweet peppers. I hate them. I can pick them out of anything. I can't stand the smell, the taste, the texture, none of it. But I've forced myself to have them enough that I've kind of overcome it and I can tolerate them. So we've reached tolerated it stage. But my husband loves them. So we got a variety. We got all the colors that I know of. We got orange, which coral bell pepper, a yellow sunbright pepper, a big red pepper, Keystone resistant giant. This is kind of both green and red. And we got a purple beauty. Then we, for the more hot peppers, I don't know if all of these are hot, but close enough. So we got chittlepin, chittlepin pepper, lemon drop, Bahut jolokia, mushroom pepper, Jimmy Nardano, tomatillo. It's a purple tomatillo. We got a green from the other one. We got purple here. And Tabasco pepper, habanero Caribbean orange pepper. I'm excited about that one. And then we're on to the rest of the tomatoes. I do have a fair amount of tomatoes already, a variety of them, but I can't remember what I have left, and I tried to get ones that were a little bit different. And we got Arkansas Traveler, so hopefully that's gonna be good, kind of in the Midwest area. Sheboygan tomato, which I just like to say. Triple crop tomato, Brandywine Black, Wisconsin 55, Kellogg's Breakfast, Brandywine Pink, a delicious tomato, Roma tomato, chocolate stripes, Opalka tomato, Dr. White cheese, Boxcar Willie, black cherry. This one I love, black cherry tomato. I had that last year. Cherry tomatoes did very well for us. Jersey Devil, did a lot of, let me see, we'll finish these off. Trophy tomato and Faradell tomato. I did a lot of sauce and paste tomatoes this year because that's kind of what we're going to focus on. I want to have a good number of, you know, the pretty tomatoes, but this year I decided to really rein in the beauty on the tomatoes because to make sure that we had enough good, well-producing tomatoes that are going to put out a lot of paste, a lot of sauce, a lot of diced tomatoes, a lot of the tomato products that we really like to have, because that is our main thing that we really like to grow, consume, preserve, all of the above is tomatoes. So I want to make sure I have a good amount of ones that we can have for fresh eating, for sandwiches, for, you know, putting in recipes and things like that, but also a lot more focused on the ones that aren't maybe quite so pretty, but they're a good shape and they are very productive. That's kind of what I was going for with these. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this seed haul. I certainly had a lot of fun with it. Don't go crazy in the comment section. I know that I ordered a lot of seeds, but not any of these will be gone to waste. We're just preparing for the future and you should do the same. If you guys enjoyed this video, maybe you guys got some inspiration and got some good ideas of some plant varieties that you can grow. Remember, it is not too late for you guys to order seeds. It's not. Some of these you might not be able to get, but I'm sure a lot of these ones you would be able to get. There's a lot of other seed companies out there, not just the 4 that I ordered from. There's Seed Savers Exchange, which I usually order from. I'm surprised that I didn't. I'm not sure exactly why, but they have a great variety and they are great heirloom seeds. I love that company. There is Territorial Seeds. There's a bunch of different tomatoes websites that you can order from. There is a huge amount of seed companies that you can order from. These are just the 4 that I ordered from. So definitely don't think just because one place might be out of a seed that you want, find another place. They're all over the place. You can find the seeds that you want. It is not anywhere close to like everybody's out. You might not be able to order from your favorite place, but you can certainly order from a lot of different places. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please do give it a thumbs up. It really helps with all the algorithmic googly stuff. If you guys are new around here, if you guys want to join in on all the gardening and the moving and the setting up a new homestead, make sure you hit the subscribe button down here. I'll bring you along for the whole journey. And then this video up here is what Mr. This is last year's seed haul. I'm going to show you that one. And then this is the gardening